Well, welcome back to the Rabbi and the Other Guy. As usual, the other guy, Matt Schocket, here with my good friend. Well, I'm not here because we're recording remotely today, but here in Austin with my good friend, Rabbi Daniel A. Septimus. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm good. Busy. Like too busy, but that's all right. It'll calm down soon.
I hear you've been traveling quite a lot. Your wife told me like 10 cities in 5 days or some crazy number.
Yeah, it's been ridiculous, but I did get out of a Jewish event last night, so that was good.
Oh, it was a great event. Your wife was
No,
pissed you
I'm
weren't
sad
there.
to miss. I was kidding. I was sad to miss. I heard it was really good.
It was really good. You would have liked the rabbi. We're going to try to bring him on the podcast per your wife's urging.
Oh yeah, she did say that to me.
You need another rabbi on. It's time.
Yeah, I should have named this podcast "The Rabbis and the Other Guy."
We can always change the name. Believe me.
I saw Rabbi Milner walking home on Saturday, and I tried to like wave to him from my car, but then I was like, "Oh, is that disrespectful?" So I was like, gonna start screaming at him, and I was like, "Oh, I probably shouldn't do that."
Yeah, you want Hashem. You want to be very happy with you. So you don't want to scream at an Orthodox rabbi walking home.
Yeah, I didn't mean. It didn't seem like it would have been very nice. Did I tell you that I went there for Neila?
You did. No, you said you liked it.
It was great. There was no Lion King. There's no English. There's a good sermon.
He's always a good speaker.
So, I really enjoyed it. I might have to go back. Do you think like
Absolutely.
that upstairs part? Do you think they would consider making that co-ed seating? Think I could get that through?
I think that's a conversation you should have with Rabbi Milner.
Okay. I might have to do that. It's like the ultimate compromise.
Yeah, why not?
Today, we've got a fun guest on.
We
When
do
we
have fun
started this
guests.
podcast, I told you we should do Jewish cultural issues, and now we get to do Jewish cultural issues. I guess it's not an issue. It's more just Jewish cultural fun.
Absolutely. We should definitely. This is a great guest.
We've got Amy Kritzer Becker, founder of
Hello.
award-winning cooking blog What Do You Want to Eat, also author of the cookbook Sweet Noshings, and co-owner of the cool online Judaica store ModernTribe and Food Network contributor. On our popular site, Amy provides traditional Jewish recipes with a modern twist in ingredients and styles such as fried pickle lattes or pumpkin fig regala. Recipes and writing have been featured in numerous publications, websites, and TV shows, including The Today Show, The Drew Barrymore Show. I didn't know Drew Barrymore had a show.
And her
Huh.
kids are Jewish. Did you know?
They are?
Yeah. Her ex-husband's Jewish, so there.
Huh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
And Bon Appetit. Is that who took over for like Ellen DeGeneres after she got canceled?
I don't know. I think it's a separate thing, but I don't want to cause any
Okay.
beef.
Amy's spoken at events around the world from South by Southwest in Austin to Nosh Berlin and competed on an episode of Guy's Grocery Games. Oh, that's cool. All right. Well, Amy, welcome to the
Thank you.
podcast.
And those are fried pickle lattes. I think you said lattes, which that sounds like maybe something I'm going to work on next. I like that idea.
I do actually practice these intros and then I
No,
still
it's
screw them
okay.
up pretty
It's
much
okay.
every time.
I don't want the audience to get confused. We're trying to find the fried pickle latte recipe on my site, so it doesn't exist yet.
My daughter would actually probably like that. She likes fried pickle
It's
anything.
the new pumpkin spice.
It could be.
Yeah.
All right. So, Amy, for people who don't know you yet, tell me kind of what you do. How do you describe yourself?
So yeah, I started my food blog, What Do You Want to Eat, in 2010, actually when I had moved from New York City to Austin, Texas. Now I live in San Francisco. But I had a very creative job in New York. I moved and started working at a consultancy, and I loved Austin, but my job was very boring. So I started my blog just as a fun side hobby. And now 15 years later, I'm still doing it, and it's a career. And then I also have my store, Modern Tribe, which my brother and I bought from a previous owner in 2017. So I've been doing that now almost 10 years. So I have an online Judaica store and a Jewish food blog. And my rabbi who once called me a bat mitzvah fadeaway would be so surprised. And our parents are quelling. I'm like, my mom's like, my children own a Judaica store. So that is what I do. Mostly now I do the store, and I do some recipes for Food Network. And the holidays are always very busy, especially when it's Christmas and every website's sharing Christmas recipes, and they're like, "Oh, we should find some Jewish ones too." And you Google Jewish recipes, and my blog comes up, and here I am trying to spread the latke love to everyone. So it's a very fun job, just trying to spread Jewish joy, especially in times that are not always so joyful. So
Yeah, but we're not talking about this week. This week we're just talking about fun
Oh
food.
yeah, no. I'm here to talk about like chopped liver and stuff. It's no. Yeah, when you said controversy, I was like, all right, you do what bagels toasted or not toasted is like the debate I'm
Or
looking for
do
this
you
week.
do you think blueberry bagels are okay? I mean, those are fake bagels, right?
Yeah, I don't mind a sweet bagel. I'm not anti-sweet bagel, and I'm really not anti any food. I think
Okay, this
whatever
episode's
floats
over.
your boat. I don't eat it, but I'm just not going to knock someone else's blueberry bagel. If
She's
that's
more
what they're doing.
inclusive than you, Matt, but that
I
doesn't take much.
try. I try.
That's because I'm conservadox. We're by nature less inclusive.
You're definitely not
As
conservadox.
long as you're buying things from my store, you can eat whatever bagels you want.
Fair enough. So what was the inspiration that started this? Like when you were just sitting at home one day and being like, oh, I should just start a blog about Jewish food?
Kind of. So I was working at this consultancy in Austin, and this was 2010. So food blogs, there was like no social media, basically just Facebook, and food blogs are kind of becoming a thing. So when I was bored at work, I would read some food blogs, and eventually I decided to start my own blog. My first idea was going to do cupcakes because I was like really into cupcakes at the time. It was very trendy. So I was going to do a different theme cupcake every week, and I pitched it to my brother because I was going to have him help me with the technical part. He's very techie. I'm very marketing, creative. So he said, "You're going to make be really bored of making cupcakes every week forever." And I was like, "What are you talking about forever? Like this is just my next hobby that I'll dabble in." And it was his idea to do Jewish food, and we grew up in a very Jewish town in Connecticut, West Hartford. We're like I went to public school, but we got off for Jewish holidays. That's just how like common it was to be Jewish. So to me, it was a very normal part of growing up. Like everyone knew what kugel was. I grew up very, very Ashkenazi. So then he's like, ask your friends in Texas if they know what a knish is. And like, of course, no one did. And people at my work had never even met a Jewish person, some of them. So I was like, all right, this is a good idea. Like I could share. There was no other Jewish blogs at the time. So I called up my Bubby, my grandma. I was like, can I get a few of your recipes? And she's the kind of person that if you're like, oh, I'm into cooking, she like runs to Marshall's and buys like every kitchen tool and puts it in a box. So she had my mom scan some of her little like index cards and mail them off to me the next day so I could have her recipes. And I started from there.
That's fun. My
Yeah.
wife's grandmother leaves one key ingredient out of each recipe, so it doesn't taste
Yeah.
exactly the same.
This wasn't on purpose, but that's kind of how her recipes are. It'll be like brisket and it has the ingredients but like not real measurements. Or it'll be like a bunch of this, and then it just says cook until it's done. And I'm like, what does that mean? So initially I called her a lot, and then I ended up quitting my job to go to culinary school, and that's when I got a little more confident and figuring it out on my own and learning the cooking techniques behind why do we braise brisket and not just throw it on the grill. So that's what I was like. All right, I can figure out how long this takes and how to cook it based on my knowledge now.
Oh, so you actually went to culinary school based on first you did the blog,
Yes.
then you had some kitchen disasters, and then you're like, I better go to school.
Well, kind of. So I started the blog, and I didn't make any. I was losing money on my blog initially because I was buying food and
Daniel is
spent
losing
like
so much money on this blog that he's going to shut it down any day now.
no. And I bought like a professional camera and stuff, and I didn't have it at the time. There wasn't really sponsored content like I wasn't an influencer like people are today. So I was like trying to figure out. I was like, I want to do something cooking related, and I can't figure it out yet. And I was like, well, I can't just quit my job and do this. But no Jewish parent has been upset if you go back to school. So I was like, if I get more schooling, my parents won't be mad. But if I just quit my job and try to start a blog, they're going to be, that I'm almost 30 at this point. So they're not like, I'll figure it out, but you still don't want to disappoint your parents. So I decided to go to culinary school. While I was in school, someone found my blog on Pinterest that had their second home in Austin. So I was a private chef for them for a while. I also did cooking classes at HEB, which I love. I love I love HEB. Not sponsored. I'm like, I miss them. Probably the best job I've ever had was working there. And then I also sold Jello shots at a bar on 6th Street, which is how I really paid the
Kosher?
rent, honestly.
Are they
No,
kosher
they were
Jell-O
not kosher.
shots?
They were not kosher. But since then they inspired me to make kosher Minashevitz Jello shots for Passover, which is
Uh,
sweeping the nation.
I hear everyone, just side note here, loves working for HEB. Like, what's their magic recipe for like their culture there? Because everyone just loves it.
They treat their employees well. The people are like the people I worked with. I was like, this could be a TV show. Like they just came from all different walks of life, so diverse, so nice and interesting. Like I'm still like Facebook friends with half the people I worked with there, and
Wow.
just like very great people. So I think they hire great people. They treat them well. They pay well for good benefits and stuff. I think And then they're just a good company, I think, in general. So it all kind of trickles down. Whenever there's a disaster, they're there first. So I think it's just
That's
good
true.
people. I think there's a woman in charge now, so it's probably that. Yeah.
Did you hear that, Matt?
But
There's a
well, I
woman
have
in
plenty
charge.
of women in charge at my
Yeah,
office. Jessica
exactly.
really runs the place. I
You know
just
how it
like
is.
have the figurehead.
Yeah, I haven't figured out. Just call her to get to you when I need you.
Yes, that's no one who actually needs me ever calls me. You either need to call Kim or you need to call. I'll just ignore you. You just need to call Kim or call Jessica.
So that's how
If
it
you're
works.
calling me, you're not a pro.
Oh.
That's true. That's true.
Maybe you're easier to get to because you're not being called all the time.
Right.
Yeah, but I just ignore it.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't looked at my phone recently, but I bet I have 100,000 unread emails.
That makes me anxious to hear that.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It's kind of a badge of pride, to be honest. All right, so I was looking at your website today, and I saw, I think, spinach artichoke hamantaschen or something along those
Yes.
lines. So, like, how do you come up with the spins on, like? I mean, that's not a traditional hamantaschen.
Yes, yeah, I love to. So I started even from the early recipes that were my bubbies. I kind of added my own little twist on them. I've just never been one to follow a recipe or really follow anything the way you're supposed to do it. So it was kind of natural to me to put my own spin on things. And I think of like the Jewish people. We lived all over the place, and every time we moved somewhere new, I have friends in Austin that grew up in Mexico that were Jewish that added chilies to their matzo ball soup. So I think recipes are meant to evolve and meant to reflect where we are today. I like to think my relatives in the shtetl, if they had avocados, they would have used them. So why not put that on an latke? But I get inspiration just from everything, from what's trendy, where I go to eat and eat something. I'm like, this would make a wonderful hamantaschen. So I'm always kind of getting ideas that I keep my notes folder up to date with things I want to work on that I'll probably never get to because there's hundreds of ideas.
I'd like to
in there.
try the cinnamon roll challah. I love
That's a good one.
cinnamon rolls. I'd like to know what that tastes like.
I think it's a good one.
Okay, so what percentage like actually make it on the website, and what percentage are just absolutely terrible? Because you're like, well, I'm going to try this, and
I
you're like,
almost always
oh,
work it out. I did do a gefilte fish shakshuka that really people really hated that idea, but it made it. To me it works. It's just like fish poached. It's like fish in a Veracruz sauce. Like it totally worked. So
Okay.
I don't know, but so I think not, unless it just like doesn't work, it almost always makes it on the blog. Like maybe some cake I couldn't figure out how to get it to look the way I wanted to, but there's some controversial recipes, I guess. If
yeah, I'm going to need counseling about the gefilte fish shakshuka. That is
that was not a. No, I don't know if anyone's ever made it, but it was fun.
Yeah, that's not a winner.
It was like homemade gefilte fish. It wasn't just like throwing a jar and some tomato sauce. But
all right, well,
yeah,
maybe
it's
marginally
okay. You
better.
don't have to like it. I won't be insulted.
That one's, yeah. I saw lots of them that I was like, oh, that's good. I'm going to tell my wife to make that, or I would try it. But like, yeah, that's not one of them.
No, that's okay.
So do you get pushback from people who are like, that's not the way you're supposed to do this?
Totally. My favorite is always, it's usually like the brisket. 'Cause I have a bunch of different brisket recipes. I have there was one year, I think it was 2011, where Hanukkah overlapped with Thanksgiving, which was the first time that's ever happened and won't happen again for 5,000 years. So I did a whiskey braised brisket with a cranberry sauce, and someone was like, that's not how my bubby made her brisket. So I'm like, how did she do it? And of course she mentions, the can of soda and onion soup mix and ketchup. And I love that kind of brisket, but I'm like, no, that is not a 2,000-year-old recipe. Like that is a recipe of convenience from the 50s. Like this isn't like some ancient biblical secret to use some soda and brisket. It's a wonderful recipe.
No.
But,
There's biblical table shiko. It's in there. You just have to get to like the fourth or fifth book.
I must have missed that part. I'll consult with the rabbi afterwards.
It's in Deuteronomy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Daniel will tell you.
It's been a while since my bat mitzvah, but so then people are quiet after that when they're like, oh, I guess you're right. And you can make, for Passover. It is not Passover to me without classic matzo ball soup. I love doing the twists. I'll eat those more on like a normal day, but I want just like a super classic matzo ball soup on Passover. But so much so that I offer to bring it just so I know it's going to be good. Because I usually don't host Passover.
Is that your favorite Jewish food?
It's definitely one of them. Probably matzo ball soup, latkes, rugula for dessert. Those are probably my favorites. Rugula's also very nostalgic. That was like the first recipe I learned to make with my mom and Bubby. So
Yeah, I was going to ask. So there's something your grandmother made that you're like, oh,
Yeah,
that's
but
the
I come up
one.
from a family of bakers, so it was definitely like mandelbread, rugala. Although we always had briskets for the holidays, so people were like, it was mostly like 10 women gathered around the oven, poking it, seeing if it was done. That was more my memory of the brisket than the actual recipe. So
Fair enough. All right, let's turn to ModernTribe for a second. Tell me more about that.
yeah, so this was kind of came about. I knew the previous owner of Modern Tribe just through Jewish geography and such. And she was selling the store. She had a brick and mortar that she closed in Atlanta. And then she had like an online store that's different than it was today. And she was doing all the fulfillment herself. And she sent an email out to her subscribers that she was selling it. And I just thought it was a perfect complement to my blog. Now, at the time, I was doing I was in a small business contest. I was a finalist in, so my blog had gotten more press and I was doing more freelance writing and sponsor content because of that. But I wasn't like really at a point where it was like super successful. And it was kind of getting to the point where people were becoming more influencers. And I was like, I don't know if I want to promote
Hmm.
toilet paper on my Instagram to make money. Like it's got to be a better way to like do this career. And it seemed like it was actually kind of a weird, like my boyfriend broke up with me, like had this like TV opportunity that like fell through. And then I was like, I applied for a real job and I didn't get the real job because they were like, I don't think you could do this in your blog. We saw your blog. So I was like, so it was kind of like and I just turned 30 and I was like, oh, this is not where I thought I'd be at 30. Then I had the opportunity to buy Modern Tribe. And because I went to culinary school, it was selling Jello shots. I had absolutely no money. So I said, I went to my brother and I was like, do you want to buy this store with me? And it was kind of a perfect storm because he had money because he's responsible. And he also was kind of like not at a career point. He's 3 years younger than me, but he wasn't quite happy with his career. And it just seemed like a really fun project for us to do together. So we offered to buy the store. I think the owner, she had other interests, but just loved that we were a brother sister team and, not some corporate company, or trying to, not a lot of Judaica stores are owned by a more religious people, maybe in Brooklyn, maybe older men. So it was like, a woman, younger. And I think I had the same energy and she liked my blog and that. And we knew each other socially. So we bought that and I decided I was not going to do all the shipping myself. So now we have a fulfillment center and totally redesigned the site. We designed a lot of our own products now. So it's super fun. I love doing it.
And did you plan on being at your full-time job when you started, or did you think this would be
Yes,
kind
I
of a
mean, I was
side
already
hobby?
blogging like a lot, so I was like, I'll just have two full-time jobs. But since then, I've really kind of cut back on. I used to do a new recipe every week. Now I
Hmm.
pretty much do one for each major holiday, and some other ones here or there. And then I keep up my social media. But some more, I do Modern Tribe every day now.
What's the most popular items on there?
In general, I would say menorahs and mezuzah cases are like and jewelry. People love jewelry; they cannot get
Oh, do you
enough.
sell car
Yeah.
mezuzahs?
We have one, those aren't as popular, but we have one style, it's like a little acrylic one,
Yeah,
that
see,
comes
there
in
you go,
different
Daniel.
colors, yeah.
Car mezuzahs. They
Car
exist.
When
mezuzahs.
someone first asked me about a car mezuzah, I thought it was a mezuzah shaped like a car, which I was like, "Oh, that's a cute idea."
Uh,
But we do sell that one style.
Matt has a lot of cars, so he could probably give you some business. I
Okay,
mean,
great, well
every time I drive by his house, there's a new car that's out in his
wow.
street taking up space.
Well, I have more and more kids who just come to live with me.
Oh, well, you're collecting kids and cars.
I'm not really collecting them so much as like my niece is living with us this year because she's a
Okay,
big tennis player. So I guess I am sort of collecting them. So now I have
yeah.
to teach another kid how to drive and I need a car for her.
So
Mhm.
you
So,
teach him how to drive? That's scary.
oh yeah, that's, hey, wait a second.
Yeah, I'm sure you're a great driver.
Emily's a great driver. I did not teach that Jack how to drive. He went with one of those crazy instructor people.
That's true.
They are always crazy. I don't know if they still show. Would show like those scary movies. I remember. I'll never forget Red Asphalt. Like just like this is what happens if you drive over the speed limit. And then now
Do you have to put the car mezuzah on the right door because you're going right to left? What do you think?
that's a good question. I don't know. They show it. People put it in like the center console, so I don't know if that's kosher though.
Eh, that's like kind of inside the car. It's not really on the doorpost.
Yeah,
What does Chabad say? Like, where's it kosher?
I don't. I'm not sure. I'll have to find out. But like
Oh,
many things, there's probably 10 different opinions on what to do it correctly. So, but yeah,
So how much business do you get on ModernTribe? Is it like, all over the country, all over the
yeah, all
world?
over
Is
the
it
world.
pretty
Yeah, we ship. We
local?
don't ship to the EU right now because there's some tariff issues that we're dealing with. But we ship to the UK, Australia, Israel, Asia, all over Asia, all over the US, Canada. South America, really pretty much mostly the US and Canada, but we definitely have had orders to many other countries, and that you don't even know there are Jewish people that live there. We're everywhere.
Yeah, I'm surprised you shipped to Israel. You think people could find stuff there?
They do, but
I
we have
think you
like
would be
really
importing
fun
from
modern
Israel.
stuff that they don't like. We don't like. There's a very specific type of Judaic, I think, that it's in Israel. If people want something that's different, they come to us. But yeah, I was
Yeah, so
surprised.
what's
I was
different
like,
about
don't they have
Modern
a lot?
Tribe?
Well, just have everything that's like kind of not just classic and traditional. So this year I came out with, I'll find it here, our pickle menorah. Like you can't get that anywhere else. We also have a banana.
Can I get a pickle
We
latte
have a
with that
sushi.
thrown in?
Yes. That's yeah. If you buy 10, you get a pickle latte for free. Just like very like modern jewelry from like designers. We sell like, from Johnson Adler, Kate Spade. So it's really just like your one source to get everything cool and Jewish. And I work with over 100 small brands too. So you can't get their stuff. Some of them you can't get it anywhere. They just, sell at art fairs and stuff. So it's really stuff you can't find everywhere else. And um, and it's very well curated, I think. So it's stuff that's all modern and beautiful and really can reflect your style and make you proud to be Jewish. And I think we're doing a good job. It's very inclusive too. We work with a lot of like interfaith families. I think I have people that come to us and they're like, I haven't celebrated Hanukkah in 10 years. And my husband's not Jewish. We have a Christmas tree. And this year I got a menorah and I got like a black and white cookie ornament for my tree. And I'm like, you know what? Great. I'll take it. So we really
Oh,
like
they make black
welcome
and white
people.
cookie ornaments?
Oh, there's a large assortment of Christmatha ornaments that we have. So I don't know.
No,
I
I've
don't know
seen
if
some of them, but I didn't know there's a
with a
black.
black white
That's like my
cookie. We have
favorite
a
is the black and white
Reuben.
cookie.
Yeah. Matzo ball soup.
Doesn't that
Lots of
splosh
things.
all over the place?
It's just a design. Doesn't not actually matzo ball
No,
soupy, but maybe
not so
that's the
authentic.
upgrade. Yeah.
So, do you have a brick and mortar, or is it just online?
No, just online. No, I work from my home. My team's all over the place. So yeah, just online. I did a tablet magazine. They had a pop-up Passover event I did. So it's fun. Like I kind of miss being around people, but I don't want to like go to a store every day. And I live in San Francisco. There aren't enough Jewish people here to warrant a Judaica store. So maybe I'll do more pop-ups one day. I think those are fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Jewish holiday to cook for?
Oh, definitely Passover. I love the food. I love the challenge of like working within the parameters. But I think it's just like really good food.
All right,
I love the Seder.
what's the largest Seder you've cooked for?
Probably. So when I lived in Austin, I used to host maybe like 15 to 20 people. Um, and a lot of people were very skeptical about my brisket, who had only had Texas brisket, but I turned them all into brisket lovers. And it was like really an eclectic mix of people, like mostly non-Jews, to be honest. And when I moved out of Austin, people were like, "Where are we going to do Seder?" And I'm like, "You're not Jewish. You don't have to do it." Like, so it was really fun. A bunch of like 20-something adults try to find the afikoman in our house and stuff. But now my brother lives near me, and his wife's family is nearby. So now I go to the parents' house.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
But you bring the
I
soup.
love to host. I bring the soup. Yeah, one year they didn't have the soup, so I'm like, I'm bringing the soup.
Oh, that's like sacrilege. You have
I
to have
thought,
the
yeah,
soup.
I thought
You
so.
definitely
Yeah,
have to have the
they're
soup.
Israeli, so it's like a little different food that I grew up with, but very delicious. But I bring the soup.
Are they Sephardic?
Yeah, I guess they're like a mix. Yeah,
Non-Ashkenazi. Nice.
yeah.
All right. Sinkers or floaters?
I'm a floater, but
Yeah, because you're
yeah.
normal.
But yeah, again, I don't knock it. I talked to someone who likes not crispy latkes. I'm like, okay, that's an option, I guess. But whatever,
What's a non-crispy latke?
like a soggy
It's like a
latke.
floppy piece of potato.
like a latke that
Like,
you made
it's
2 days
baked?
ago, I guess.
It's baked?
I
Is it
don't know.
baked?
I don't know. Just I don't even. It would be hard to fry it even and not make it crispy. But maybe leftover latkes, reheated in the microwave. I don't know.
That's soggy.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know.
like the McDonald's hash brown, like at the end.
Yeah, like that.
I
Those
have-
are kind of crispy though.
I have to admit, I'm not a big latke person. I
That's
just
okay.
feel like they're
No one's
eh.
perfect.
Oh, come on.
No.
I just feel like if we were going to create latkes that are like basically hash browns, we could have done a better job. I'm just going to say that. Like
Do you like potatoes?
Yeah, I like potatoes, but I just don't think latkes hit the mark. I don't know, there's something missing. Maybe your latkes would be fantastic.
Maybe. Yeah. I'm curious to see to taste the latkes you've tried and see what's missing.
I think
I like a creamy interior, crispy outside. I do mine like kind of like ragged, so there's lots of like jagged edges. I think add a lot of texture. I'm a texture
See,
person. So
what we need to do here in Austin is there was a vision at one point of creating a culinary kitchen here,
yeah.
right? A teaching culinary kitchen or something. And we need that. So we need someone to come in here, That'll be in phase 2.0 when I approach Matt for some more money.
Yeah. That sounds
No.
good.
I already gave you money and you haven't used it yet.
You have to
That's
sell one of your
true.
cars.
That's
maybe.
true. But we need money for cooking, Matt.
Okay, well, that's not what I gave you money for. Go find somebody else for that. I gave you money to send kids to Israel. I thought that was a good cause.
We're
Go
working
send
on
some
it.
kids to Israel.
We're working on it. The kids, I got to get the kids to want to go to Israel. That's the first step.
They went to Lubetsky's thing. Sorry, we're off topic here, but
That's okay.
they went to Lubetsky's thing, Kind Bar. So now we're back on topic because that has to do with food. And they came home and they were sitting here afterwards, like right here in the room that I'm talking in. And they're like, we want to go to Israel this summer. And I was like, great. I already gave Daniel money for this. So go talk to your dad.
We'll make it happen. We're gonna figure it out.
So
we're gonna figure it out.
You got 4 people: Talia, Jordan, Emily, and
Jillian.
who is Jillian? Yeah, they're all ready to go.
Jillian Lawrence. We could probably get a few more of the Austin seniors. So our daughters cheer together.
Oh,
Amy.
okay.
So they've known each other for a long time. But
Nice.
yeah, it's cool. But yeah, latkes. I need to taste your latke. Someone needs to redeem. I mean, Trader Joe's latkes are pretty good. Pretty good.
I haven't tried them myself, but I think you need some homemade latkes.
We had Latkapalooza here and it was amazing.
Oh yeah, I went to that.
Yeah, Latkapalooza was good. Yeah, that's true. But let me tell you something. In my former congregation where I used to be a real pulpit rabbi, Matt doesn't believe it, but I was.
There's no video evidence.
There is actually, because I used to stream. So we used to have this big latke event. It was a fundraiser, and they would cook tons of latkes, and it was fun. And actually, those latkes were pretty good. They were pretty good, but there's just some latkes that are just bad.
Yeah, like everything.
Nah, like brisket's really hard to make bad.
Oh, tough brisket? I don't know.
Oh no, you can make really bad
brisket. Yeah, I've had subpar brisket, but
or like a sinker
latkes are so
ball.
simple. Yeah,
a sinker matzo ball. I agree on that one.
Yeah,
like
an underflavored broth. Matzo rock.
Can we talk about? Can we go back to gefilte fish for a second? Why do people like gefilte fish?
I like gefilte fish. Homemade gefilte fish.
Homemade gefilte fish is really good. I agree, especially if you get like a good homemade horseradish with it.
Yes, the red. I prefer the red horseradish, but
I got to tell you,
this has beets.
I'm very sorry.
I like the color.
Horseradish has to be really good. I want it to be fresh, like the maror that we eat. I want it to be like really good.
Yeah, I hand grate mine. So
see, there you go, Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Can I buy that on ModernTribe for the holidays?
No, we don't sell too much perishable food. We have some food. A lot of gelt.
Oh, what kind of
guilt or gelt?
Guilt and gelt. Yeah, guilt. Buy my stuff. No. Chocolate gelt.
What kind of gelt? Like, is it milk chocolate? Like,
we have milk, dark. It's all kosher. We have a I don't know if you'd call it like a Jewish Advent calendar, but it's like it's a chocolate. It's like kosher candy. There's 8 different ones. You can open one each night.
Wait, it's kosher?
It's kosher, yeah. All the food at our site's kosher.
Who gives the hexture for it?
Well, I don't make any of the chocolates. We buy it from different. Like that's from Sugarfina, which is like a big company. But
Sugarfina, yeah.
They make the Advent. Or I don't know if you call it the Hanukkah countdown calendar. But we have a Marzipops. They make these marzipan little treats that are nice. They have Jewish different shapes for every holiday. They're really cute. So she has her own rabbi, and she's in Michigan. So
yeah, my mom sends me halva every year.
Then your mom must
for
love
the
you.
Jewish holidays.
Yeah, we have halva too. Yeah.
Oh, maybe she gets it from me. Who knows?
Yeah, we have. What's ours from?
Hey, we have Israelis making babka here in Austin. It costs like $100 a loaf.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
No, it's
honestly, that's why I don't sell food. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're gonna open a restaurant?" I'm like, it's so much effort to make a babka. I'm like, for the price they charge, I'm like, it's just very impressive. I guess if you're doing it on scale. I'm like, I'm so tired. I make one call. I'm tired.
Yeah, exactly. Tal used to sell it at different farmers markets. It was popular, but it was expensive.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it should be. I don't.
It's good.
A lot of effort.
What's the one thing that sells really well on your website that you're like, I did not see that coming?
Right.
Oh, we have like a electric yard site candle that's like. No, I wouldn't say it's totally my style. And again, I get it. It's kind of funny for a stereotypically anxious people. We have a lot of open flames. Like I could see how you wouldn't want a yard site candle. So I guess it's kosher. We sell like hundreds of them. Like it's shocking. So that's a very popular item.
Isn't it like sacrilege to turn it off?
I think it's on a timer. I think it's like a 24-hour timer. Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. It's very practical.
That's like my menorah that I light when I'm away on the holidays. I just go online
Yeah.
and use the virtual menorah.
Yeah, we
Great.
have electric menorahs too, so I think it depends on whatever works for you. So, but I think
I
people,
had one of those growing up with the little
in elderly
bulbs.
homes, so they can't have flames, or students in a dorm. Those are things.
When I used to do services at the senior living facility in Seattle, Washington, they had an electronic Shabbat candles. Like, they didn't trust them to light them
Yeah,
physically.
that's fair. But yeah,
Did they
I
give him a
posted.
lighter and then it magically went on, or did they just totally
No,
just not even give him the
nah,
lighter?
they flipped the switch. But
They
that would be
they
kinda
didn't even
cool,
try to
actually.
trick them. I
I think
posted
it would be
last year
cool.
for Hanukkah. I lit like all of our. I think we have like 9 menorahs I lit, and I posted a picture on Instagram. And people were like, so many flames." I'm like, "It's fine. This was like a day ago now. Everyone's fine." Like, they were nervous even after the fact.
Do you have like giant yard blow-ups? Like, 'cause
We
my
do,
neighborhood,
we
it's
do. We have
Halloween.
a unicorn for a unicorn with a rainbow menorah. They're all Hanukkah themed. We have a dinosaur, Dinoka, and we have a moose. And I think we're getting one more. We don't have it in yet, but it's like a dreidel robot guy. They're all from the
Do you
same
have the
creator.
the Hebrew hammer? Like a blow up of that for, Hanukkah?
No, that's a very good idea too.
How about the
But
Mensch on the bench? Do you sell that?
we used to, yeah. I don't know if they're doing as much anymore, but we did have that for a few years, and all the other characters too. But yeah, I mean, if it's something Jewish and cool, like I have it, or I haven't heard of it yet. Honestly, we have like over 1,000 products, so we had a lot of people like apply to sell in our store, so I'm always looking for new things too.
That's
Cool.
kinda cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what's next for
that's fun.
you? You've got a website, your blog, Modern Tribe.
Yeah,
Where do we go from here?
well, yeah, I'm working on designing more products. It's kind of my goal with Modern Tribe. So this year we have some Hanukkah pajamas that we designed. We have the pickle menorah. I have a rainbow heart menorah. So that's something like I'm passionate about. It's fun and time consuming. The holidays are always fun because there's like I get some cool like media partnerships. I might be on national TV for Hanukkah. It's not confirmed yet, so
Oh, that's cool.
that would be
Cool.
cool. So, but yeah, there's kind of stuff like that. I just went to my 20th college reunion, and they asked me to come back and speak about entrepreneurship, and
Hmm,
um, so that's very cool. That's like a cool goal of mine. So I don't know. I don't have like a big project I'm working on. For a long time I was like, I'm gonna write another cookbook. I'm gonna write other cookbooks. My cookbook's almost 10 years old. And it's all desserts. So that was like always a goal of mine. And now I'm like, I just don't know if I want to do it. I'm like, do I want to do it just to say I did it, or do I really want to do it? It's like a lot of work. And I get very like, I'm not a perfectionist in general, but about the recipes, I'm always like, there's a little something I could do. I do a little more. And then once it's in the cookbook, it's permanent. You can't change it. Um, so I don't know. We'll see. I have a 3-year-old daughter who takes up a lot of my time as well
Oh,
now,
that's good.
in a great way. So it's like I don't like, I used to just be able to work all day, and now I'm like, all right, I don't want to work all day. I just want to spend time with the family. So it's kind of now on working on a work life balance.
it's
That's
important.
awesome.
Thanks. Yeah, I try. It's hard. I feel like it's such like a hustle culture, but thanks.
All right.
Yes,
Well, that was really
that's all
cool.
good. Great. Thank you.
I'm going to tell my wife that she needs to make all the recipes in your book, and then we can bring you back and I can rate them all.
That sounds scary, actually.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to
yeah.
make Daniel eat them all on the show live.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's all desserts in the book. So, um,
It's going to be great.
it's
They're all kosher.
a
Don't
lot
worry,
of
Daniel.
sugar. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of butter in them. So,
You think the kosher thing is really my worry?
No, but I don't want your constituents to be upset with you.
There's no meat in
Ma
the book. There is dairy, but as long as you don't eat meat, I think you're good.
Exactly. There
Yeah.
you go.
It's easy for, I don't have as many. I have like some parve desserts, but some desserts cookbooks that are Jewish are all parve, just because that's like easier. But that's not what mine is. So
I
I
tell
like
you,
butter.
I grew up kosher, and there's nothing more gross than a parve cake.
Like I like
Actually,
an oil cake works better than like
yeah.
oil cookies, but some cakes I think like work really well with oil. It just depends on like to me I'd rather, because people, I make my rugelach with butter and cream cheese, and people are like, how can I make this parve? And I was like, make a different recipe. Like don't do this one. Like I have some recipes that are naturally parve that I think are amazing, that like are easy. You don't have to change anything. I'm like, just do the recipe as it is. So that would
Hmm.
be my advice for that.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's your answer, Daniel.
Make it.
That
Don't make it.
that's true. That is
Or just
the answer.
eat the dairy rugelach for breakfast. Eat it with a dairy meal. Don't.
Don't you have to wait just like 5 minutes to eat the meat anyway?
It
It's
depends
the other
on.
way
It
around. You have to
depends.
wait for a while.
Depends. I don't know. It depends on the person, I think. I don't keep kosher.
What's the rule on that, Rabbi? It's official waiting time.
Depends. I think I have to ask Rabbi Milner, Rabbi Mindy. I don't want to upset them on what they said. I mean, the time to eat meat, or to wait, it depends what you've eaten.
Right.
And
Meat after
so-
milk is like 10 minutes. The other way around is like hours.
Right. Exactly. Several hours. But I don't.
So you should have
I don't want to
ice
speak for
cream
all Orthodox.
and then
Jews.
have like your meat meal. It's like that.
Correct.
That's
That's
not the other
100%
way
kosher.
around. If you want to have ice
Right.
cream, after a meat meal. Okay. That's
Yeah, you
good.
just have to
That's
have your dessert first.
That's a pro tip. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have your dessert first for sure.
I tried that for my bar mitzvah because I really wanted ice cream at the end, and it had to be kosher. Instead, I got this crap called tofuti, which was like some fake ice cream from the 90s or something.
My friend who keeps kosher wanted like a kosher. She had a kosher wedding, and she's like, I'm doing a dairy wedding. She's like, I want cheese, I want ice cream, I want butter, and I was like, I love it. I love it. So no one, I don't think no one cared. Yeah, basically.
Basically, Shavuot wedding. May as well do it on Shavuot.
She had salmon. I don't think anyone even noticed. Like it wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Just tell people you're serving healthy food.
Yeah, but the question is, and Matt brought this up, and we need to ask the Orthodox community here, like our Orthodox rabbis, like, what about this new, like, what's it called? They're making with like those printers, Matt, the new food.
The 3D pork, 3D printed pork.
Oh,
pork.
Is that, I mean, does it have to be like, is that true meat? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. There's a lot of things now. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that people are always looking for a loophole anyway, which is this is like a new fun one.
That's our whole religion. There's 613 mitzvot and 6,130 loopholes.
Exactly.
Well, Amy, it was so fun to have you with us.
Yeah, nice chatting with you.
Great to hear about this. I am going to try some of your recipes, but not the gefilte fish.
That's okay.
No,
I think the fried pickle latte is your.
No, I'm going to try that. That's going to be amazing. I'm going to send it to you.
Yeah. So actually, the fried pickle latkes were inspired by my time living in Austin as well. That was
There you go. There you go.
But yeah, I had to. So I basically moved because I ran out of Jews to date in Texas. So I had to go to a new state.
Bigger pool in San Francisco. That's much different. Yeah.
Well, there were just new people. Yeah. So yeah, I got one. I found one. So,
good for you.
Great.
Thank you.
Great.
That's exciting. And now you don't have to cook for all of your non-Jewish friends on Passover.
No. Yeah. Actually, he does most. People are like, "Oh, you're so lucky to be married to Amy," but actually, he does most of our cooking. So we are both lucky.
Look at you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you next week back here on the Rabbi and the Other Guy.
See you next week.